Right, sitting on a 200cc motorcycle that I love so much, and I want you to understand that big bikes are not always the best. Sometimes buying a small bike makes more sense. Let us get into this discussion. It's a very controversial topic, but it is something that you really need to understand. That buying big bikes is not always the best. A lot of people want to have giant motorcycles because they look better, they are fast, they are more presentable. When you talk about being a biker and you show up with a 1200, you show up with a 750cc sport, it makes more sense as you present it. However, it is not always the case. For you who is owning that motorcycle, it is not always the case. And in this discussion, I want us to talk about why big bikes are not always the best. People buy motorcycles for different reasons. Some want to commute, others want the thrill for speed, others want to travel, others want to have a motorcycle that can do business and make money for them, others want a motorcycle that can help them show up in biker events, maybe ride once a month, twice a month. A weekend motorcycle with the boys and the girls. When people show up for a ride, I can also show up for a ride. People buy bikes for so many reasons. And everybody you see on a motorcycle out there has a reason why they joined the motorcycling. So now, when we assume that everybody is looking for speed, everybody is looking for power, everybody is looking for, we are just generalizing something that is not true. Some people have very, very different reasons. You wonder why someone is able to buy a 600cc but they bought a 250. Sometimes it may look like they are crazy. You could have bought the 600 and ride it for 10 years. You don't have to upgrade later. You may not have the need to buy a bigger bike later. But the reason why they bought this motorcycle is different from the reason why you bought your first bike. Big bikes consume a lot of money in fuel and maintenance. That is true. Big bikes can stop you from traveling. I have seen people who started on very small bikes and started traveling long, wide and far. But the moment they shift to a bigger bike, they never travel again. I know. If you can tell me to name a few people, I can tell you. People I know personally who stopped their traveling the moment they upgraded to a giant bike because of cost of maintenance. The fear of anything going wrong, because if anything goes wrong, it goes expensively wrong. So you end up stopping what you loved. You end up forfeiting, shelving the whole fun of traveling on a motorcycle the moment you buy a big bike. Something else, let's look for a commuter who is learning 20 kilometers to and 20 kilometers from, going to work and going back home, and that is the only reason why they want a motorcycle. Someone wants a motorcycle specifically for commuting because the city traffic is becoming crazy. They don't want to deal with that nonsense. Now they buy a motorcycle. And then you're telling them to start with a 600. But the only reason why they are looking for a motorcycle is to beat traffic. Maybe there's a person who has had experiences with vehicles that consume a lot of fuel when used in the city. For example, someone is driving a Toyota Crown 3.5 liter V6, or even give it a smaller vehicle like a Toyota Mark X 2.5 liter V6. That's a person who has enough money to buy a 1200cc adventure motorcycle. They have the money. Because if you value this vehicle, fresh import, you value a fresh import, 1200 or 1100cc adventure, you find that the value is almost the same thing. So they had an option of buying a giant bike and do away with the vehicle. Maybe they even have more money invested somewhere else. They just need to make a decision of getting into a dealership, take an 800cc and they are good. They have the money to do that. But this person is doing their economics. Their accounting is not really accounting. They are looking at the amount of money they are spending driving this V6 in the city every day, going to work for 10 kilometers and back home 10 kilometers. Getting stuck in traffic and consuming $20 a day in fuel, $30 a day in fuel. They are looking at it and it is not making sense to them. So if they come for a 250cc that is giving them 29, 30, 32 kilometers per liter, yeah, like 30 kilometers per liter, they are going to work for like 12 kilometers from home. So going to work and coming back doesn't even finish 1 liter of fuel. Are you seeing what I'm talking about? They are looking at the amount of money they are spending doing other things, and also the amount of money they are spending traveling to work and coming back home. There is a person who will not listen to you when you tell them to get a giant bike, because giant bikes consume a lot of fuel, and what they are running away from is fuel consumption. Do you think your story is going to make any sense to them? It will not. It will not make any sense to them. Maybe they don't even have a vehicle. They just want a bike to start their commuting life. They have gotten a job. The job is paying well. They are looking at a motorcycle to take them to work and back home. A 700cc bike is a big bike. Sometimes it will make you get stuck in traffic. Where other small vehicles, bikes are maneuvering, this giant bike is not going to manage. So this person is going to get into the same problem they are running away from. They don't want to be in the public transport because of traffic. Getting caught up in traffic inside the bus. That's what they are running away from. And then you tell them to get a giant adventure motorcycle that will make them get stuck in traffic again. But if you get they get a 150cc or even an electric motorcycle, they will be fine. That's how you find people ending up buying a 125cc scooter, but they have enough money to get into a dealership and get a brand new 1200cc. But they just decided to get a scooter. You see? Someone is looking at the cost of maintenance, and then they realize the amount of money I'm going to spend maintaining this 900, 1000cc is enough to invest in real estate. That amount of money can be invested in shares. There is someone who has some financial background in education. They are looking at the amount of money they will be spending servicing this bike, repairing it, changing tires, changing oil, changing what. They are looking at that amount of money and it doesn't make any sense to them. They want a small bike, a very silent bike, a bike that will not even attract any attention. They want to learn a free life. So when you tell them about getting a big bike, that story will not make any sense. Maybe they are even learning a very sensitive department in their work. They don't want any attention. A big bike will always be noticed. If I park this one here and someone comes and parks another small bike here, people will always notice this one. It looks different. Even people who do not have any background in biking will tell you this one looks different. And this is the attention they are running away from. So if you tell them to get a big bike, it will not make any sense to them. So as I finish this one, big bikes are not always the best. Sometimes they are very, very unnecessary. Evaluate yourself and find out why you got into motorcycling, and you actually realize what you need. Don't bow down to peer pressure. Everybody has their own reason. Mine is totally different. I'm out of here. My name is Meshak. See you around and see you next time. And thank you so much for the people who have subscribed to this channel. It means a lot to me. So if you have watched this video up to this point and you have not subscribed, there is a button down here. Please hit that one. You can also turn on the bell icon for notification when I update this channel. I upload another video, you'll get a personal notification on your emails that something nice has just come to your most favorite YouTube channel, Two Wheels Paradise. God has been gracious to me, and I also want to believe He has been so good unto you, and that's why you are even watching this video. So God bless you and see you around. I'm out of here.